So today we're going to be looking at the difference between landmarks and clues. I know we've talked a little bit about both of them, but today we're just focusing on those two things. I'm going to show you some, and then I have a worksheet, and you can tell me if everything I list on the worksheet is either a landmark or a clue, and we can talk about why we chose what we chose. Anyway, first thing we see right here is an American flag. Now, I would call this a clue as opposed to a landmark. The reason it's a clue, we're probably going to see it, we can use it, it's on a corner, but it's not unique. If it were unique, if it was the only one anywhere around, I would say it's a landmark. But because there's so many flags around, we may see a flag and it could be the wrong one. So it has everything to be a landmark except it's not unique. So it's something where most of us will see it when we're walking, but there are a lot of flags. The other thing with a flag that may make it a clue instead of a landmark is it's not necessarily permanent. If it rains, they may take it down. They may just take it down next week anyway. So we can't 100% count on it to be here next week. So the first one is a flag, and I helped you with it. That's a clue, not a landmark. The next thing we're going to look at is this basketball hoop. I'll let you tell me or write down whether you think it's a landmark or clue. Now we have a sign in someone's front yard. It says, "Ready, Set, Joe." Don't know exactly what it means, but is it a landmark or a clue? Here's a fire hydrant. What do you think? Landmark or clue? I know it's a little bit noisy here. I apologize for that. But now we're in a little bit more businessy area. There's a Walgreens right here. A lot of other business stuff. Even a traffic light back there. But really concerned with, could you use the landmark as a clue, or would it be, should you use the Walgreens as a landmark, or would it be a clue? We're still in the same area, and there's a bike lane sign. Again, is that a landmark or a clue? How about this? This is one of my neighbor's cars. They almost always park in front of their house on the street. Could we use their house or their car as a landmark or a clue? Here we have a sign. It says Eagle Specialty Remodeling and a phone number. That's pretty similar to a for sale sign. I don't see any for sale signs there, but I would say the same answer for either a remodeling sign like this, or a for sale sign, or even a political sign. But what do you think? Landmark or clue? Now this one's going to be a little tricky. We have a stop sign right here, and it's at a dead-end street or a T intersection. What do you think? Landmark or clue? Now we're at a different sort of intersection. A traffic light controlled intersection. Anyway, it's up to you. Do you think that's a landmark or a clue? Now here's a construction sign. It says, "No outlet, road closed." It's referring to this street. And I definitely realize that this would provide other mobility challenges if you were going that direction. But would you call it a landmark or a clue? I'm approaching another intersection, and we have this huge house right here. I would say, of all the houses in the area, this house is probably the biggest. So what do you think? Landmark or clue? Now I haven't recorded my whole walk, but I can tell you I've walked several blocks getting these videos, and this is the first time I've seen something like this. kind of like a brick wall going around a tree next to the sidewalk. Probably kind of a semicircle, maybe you'd call it. And there's even an address right there. I don't know, would you call that a landmark or a clue? We're back to our house. Our starting and finishing point of our last video. And there's a little library in front of the house that kind of looks like the house. So again, what do you think? It's your last one, landmark or clue? Thank you for watching.